Hello students. Today our topic would be Introduction to Logo. This is our next topic in the syllabus for first assessment. Now what is Logo? Logo is a programming language that is very simple and easy to learn. Also you'll find it fun to learn. It is used to teach programming to students and children. Now the question comes, but what exactly is a programming language? Why would it be fun to learn? Let's go ahead and see that. Let me try to explain this with the help of a story. I'm going to tell you a story about a robot whose name was Bingo. Imagine you have a robot at home. Let's call him Bingo. So that means the name of the robot is Bingo. You know only 7 words that Bingo understands. What are those 7 words? Go, forward, backward, turn, left, right, and feet. Your robot also understands numbers. Now what he can do with those numbers? When you say go forward 10 feet, Bingo moves forward 10 feet. When you say turn left, Bingo turns to his left. If you say make me a pizza, would Bingo do anything? Bingo does not do anything. Why? Because none of the words in the sentence make me a pizza are part of Bingo's language. So he does not understand any one of the words we just spoke to him. So we can say that he only understands numbers and the words go, forward, backward, turn, left, right and feet. So now you are happy to have your robot. One day you invite your friends so that you can introduce Bingo to them. Just at that time, just then, your mom tells you to take Bingo to your bedroom. You don't want to pick up and carry Bingo because you're tired. And you can't say, Bingo, go to my bedroom. Because he would not understand any word except go. So you have to give instruction to Bingo in his language of the 7 words and numbers for going to your bedroom, correct? So how we are going to do that? Let's just see. Let's say we say to him, go forward 20 feet, go left, go forward 8 feet, go right and go forward 12 feet. He just follows your instructions and he goes straight to your bedroom. So now you have learnt to control and instruct Bingo in his language. That is the language which Bingo understands. The language of the 7 words. Now what happens? Let's see. One day you find a small book or a little book that came with Bingo and get to know that there are 4 more words he will understand. What are those 4 words? New word, start and end. So these are the 4 words: new, word, start and end. Using these words we can teach Bingo more words or new words. What are the steps for teaching him new words? Step 1. You just say to Bingo new word and the next word you say after that should be the new word you are teaching. So if I say new word welcome, welcome is the new word I am going to teach to Bingo. Step 2. Then say start and explain the new word. Now when I say start, I have to tell when I say welcome to him what he has to do when or immediately he hears the word welcome. Step 3. When you are done explaining, you say end. When my explanation of my word welcome is finished, I have to say end. After that, Bingo will now remember the explanation between the words start and end for this new word. Okay, let's try to give him a new word and see what will happen. For example, imagine if you said this to Bingo to teach him the new word home. You say new word home, begin, go forward 20 feet, turn left, go forward 8 feet, turn right, go forward 12 feet, end. Now between begin and end, what we are telling him is the way to your bedroom. Previously we were telling him the instructions: go forward 20 feet, turn left, go forward 8 feet, turn right, go forward 12 feet. Then he was going to your room. But now we just teach him the new word home. Whenever we will say home, he has to go to your bedroom. Now when your mother says take Bingo back to your bedroom, you just say home, and Bingo knows what home means to him and he goes back to your room. When you do this, you are programming Bingo. So you are creating new word or teaching new word to Bingo. What you are doing? You are making a program for Bingo. You are programming Bingo to do what you want him to do. The steps are the program, and the word home is the name of the program you created. So the steps we are giving: go forward, turn left, like that. Those are the steps of our program. Those are the actual program, and the word home is the name of our program which we are creating for Bingo. The programming language is all the words that Bingo understands. That is the 11 words. What are the 11 words? The 7 old words and the 4 new words: go, forward, backward, turn, left, right, feet, new, word, start, end. So these are the 11 words. Now what else is there in a programming language or any language? A language also has some rules for putting the words together. If you told Bingo feet, go, start 9, it will understand all the words because they are part of his language, but he will not know what to do. Why? Because you put the words in a sentence that he does not understand. There is a sequence of putting these words together. We have to learn the sequence. When you learn any new language, you learn the words you can use and you learn how to put them together. We call these rules or sequences as grammar. The rules for putting the words in a language together are called grammar. So be it English, any vernacular language or any computer language, there are rules for using all the languages. It would be fun to have a robot follow your instructions and teach him new words. Don't you think so? Yes, it is. A computer can't move or walk like Bingo, but it can do many things that a robot can't do. It can make pictures, make music, send and receive messages to other connected computers, and many other things. You may not have seen a robot, but in your school or home, you must have seen a computer, I'm sure of it. Once you learn some instructions which you can give to a computer, you can teach your computer to do new things. Yes, we can. Making your computer do these new things is as easy as sending Bingo to the bedroom by telling him one word: home. So this is all about writing and running programs. Every time you play a game on a computer, you search the internet or draw pictures on the computer screen, you are running a computer program that someone created or someone wrote. Once you learn logo, you can write your own programs. Does that sound exciting to you? In our story about Bingo, we had a special little made up language that we used to give him instructions. What are the words that your computer understands? That is the question it comes to your mind now. So you want to know what is the language which your computer understands and how you have to put the words in that language together so the computer will follow your instructions. So the answer to these very questions is that there are actually many languages that computers understand. So we can choose from many languages. There are actually many languages to choose from. Some are good for creating computer games, some for describing music, and some we can say some are better for inventing new computer languages. Now, what are computer languages you might have heard of? Some computer languages that you will often or frequently hear about are Java, C, C++, Fortran, COBOL, Logo, etc. The Logo programming language was invented by Seymour Papert to make it easier for kids to learn how to program computers. Logo can control imaginary robot and a turtle. In fact, in Logo, our robot will be the turtle or the cursor of the logo. Logo stands for logic oriented, graphic oriented. Turtle is the cursor in Logo. The way we have a mouse pointer on the screen, similarly the cursor for Logo is called turtle. It looks like a small triangle. It moves on our instructions and it draws lines when it moves around. We will learn all these in detail in the next video. So that's all for today. I hope you understand and you like the video.